Desperation tends to be a silent killer of man. Many people are not aware of this. Some think it's the usual way of life, not knowing that they are being desperate. They only realize it, or some don't even realize it. But some realize it when something bad must have happened. And they'll look back on their attitude and the way they behaved, and they can't even recognize themselves who they were then. That is when it can be done on them that yes, so all this while I have been desperate. So I'm here to share little signs for you to look out. When you're having those kind of feelings, just know that you're being desperate and it's not a good sign. One of them, very, very important one, is when you decide to settle for what you know that you do not deserve. In terms of anything about life, you decide to settle into a particular relationship, particular job, anything like that, which you know yourself. You look at yourself and you know that I don't deserve this kind of treatment. I don't deserve this kind of place. I don't, you know what I mean. Just know that you are being desperate. You don't have time. You feel you don't have time again to wait for what you really deserve to come to you. The next one is when you ignore red flags. It's staring you in the face that this is wrong, that this attitude is bad. I can't condone it. This is not meant for me. This is not how it's supposed to be. You see the red flag is staring you in the face, but you ignore it. You might say to yourself, I'll push through. I will get through. The person will change. I will change. Or something better will come out of it. But you know very well that for the fact that these things are in the process, nothing good will come out of it, but you just continue towards that direction. Just know that you're being desperate. Another sign is when you're constantly seeking validation from people. You can make decisions on your own. You are saying to make that decision, but you always seek for a second opinion towards your life, towards something that you know very well, that you can decide if this thing is for me or is not for me, but you keep seeking validation. You ask people, is this good for me? Is that good for me? Should I do it? Should I not do it? Just know that you're being desperate. You have to calm down. You really, really have to calm down, because you can discern which is good for you or not. But since you're desperate, you really, really need it at that moment, you really want to do that at that moment, you want to prove a point at that moment, you are being desperate. So just calm down, because it can lead you to make a lot of mistakes that you will regret later. So another sign is when you keep overextending yourself to please others, even when they don't deserve it, even when you're not supposed to, even when you're supposed to be the one to be angry, to be upset, but you decide to calm down for whatever reason. You decide not to act. You would like to please everybody. You cannot please everybody. And as you're pleasing them, you're displeasing yourself. You are being desperate. Draw back a bit. Check yourself. You are being desperate. It's a sign, it's a true sign that you are being desperate. You can never please everybody. You can never please everybody. So if you're feeling like this and you have sensed that you have this kind of attitude towards others, draw back a bit and think. Ask yourself questions. So the last but not the least is rushing into decisions. Every other thing I'm saying here, I feel like it is still attached to this rushing into decisions. You rush into making decisions without thinking them through, without asking yourself, what are the benefits? What do I intend to get from this? What can be at stake at the end? You don't ask questions. You grab that job as it comes without thinking if you're qualified, if you can take the pressure when it comes. You rush into that relationship without thinking if that person is compatible with you. All these things are signs of desperation which you have to look into and cut down a bit on them. So try to look into the signs I gave you today, and I know you will thank me later. Bye.